Hello, I'm Therese, and FaithCrafts.com has asked me to make you this instructional video on how to make lighted trees for your Christmas tree decorations. And what you're going to need today is you're going to need a continuous piece of paper if you have it, or you can tape several pieces of paper together, something to draw with, a fairly long ruler, and the first thing we're going to do is make the pattern for the actual tree, and then we're going to put it together. So, I'm going to get this out of the way. This is my light stand that I use to put the tree on, and I've measured it. And I use the same, I have two different types of lights in my yard. One is for small snowmen and a drummer boy, etc. And so I am going to use that same size so that I don't have to reinvent the wheel. So I'm going to measure this, and the height is 29.5 inches. I'm going to allow another inch to come down on the piece itself. So I'm going to have 30 and a half inches, and then another half inch for a seam. So I need a 31 inches. And then I know that I'm going to cut 4 pieces out of this, so I know I need 14 inches wide on the bottom, and then I'm just going to be drawing a rectangle. Now the bottom of my tree is going to be 14 inches, and I already know that my paper measures 14 inches here. So what I need to do now is, I do have a straight bottom on my paper. I'm going to measure up 31 inches. Make a mark, and I'm going to make a mark twice, and draw a straight line across. So I have the top basically of my tree. I'm going to draw this across, and I have to reach across the table. I don't stand in front of the camera. Line my ruler up, draw my line, and then I am going to divide my line in half so I know where my center is, which is 7 inches. And then I want a flat piece at the top of the tree so it fits the top of the light stand that I have. So I am going to make that 1 inch and add a ½ inch for the seam. So I'm going to go over and mark 6 inches and 8 inches on my ruler, and that's where I'm going to bring my line up. Then from the bottom, you're going to measure up 1 inch, mark that. That's where the bottom of your costume is going to be, and I call these things that I use around here costumes. And then I'm going to draw a diagonal line to my 1 inch mark on the bottom, to my 8 inch mark on the top. And I'll do this in blue pins so that you'll be able to see those marks. And do the same thing on the other side. And now I have my pattern for the actual snow piece. It's going to look like this. Okay, now I have my pattern for my snow piece, and that is this triangular piece, and I'm going to cut 4 of these out of fabric. But before